Number 1, 1955, Porsche 550 Spyder. In a hidden garage in Manhattan, among rows of rare Porsches with gleaming paint like jewels in a museum, stood a car that always made Jerry Seinfeld pause for a moment every time he looked at it. A small, low, silver car, the 1955 Porsche 550 Spyder. He wasn't just looking at the car. It was as if he were uncovering history itself. It wasn't the most expensive car in his collection, nor the most comfortable to drive. But for Seinfeld, the 550 Spyder had something no other car possessed: a soul. Jerry first saw the 550 Spyder when he was young, in an old automotive book that featured James Dean with his legendary car, Little Bastard. Back then, it was only a dream. Years later, after achieving great success with Seinfeld and comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, that dream finally came true. He found an original 1955 unit. Number 2, 1957 Porsche 356. Speedster. Among Jerry Seinfeld's array of expensive and exotic cars, there's one that seems remarkably unassuming: a 1957 Porsche 356A Speedster. It's not wide, it's not full of gleaming chrome, and even the roof can be removed by hand. Yet, whenever Seinfeld talks about this car, his voice always turns soft and nostalgic. Jerry first encountered the 356 Speedster not on the racetrack, but from classic 1950s films and photographs. The car, with its gently rounded design and low seating position, exuded the allure of the pure Porsche, the purest form of Ferdinand Porsche's philosophy. Light, simple, and honest with the driver. The 356 is like a love letter from the past, he once said. It doesn't try to be fast, it doesn't try to be fancy, it just wants to make you smile every time you turn it around a corner. As his career soared through Seinfeld, Jerry began collecting rare Porsches. But when he discovered a 1957 356A Speedster in pristine condition, complete with subtle chrome details and simple leather seats, he knew it wasn't just a collectible. It was a living memory of a more sedate era. He often took the car out in the early mornings in New York or on the California coast roads. No cameras, no audience. Just the sound of the small four-cylinder engine revving softly in the... Number 3, 1964, Porsche 911. Jerry bought the first 911 in 1964 because he wanted a piece of authentic Porsche history. Not just a car, but the beginning of a legacy he loved. He calls it pure Porsche DNA. Something that can still be felt even in modern Porsches today. When he started the engine and the classic flat six roared softly, a smile appeared automatically. He didn't need high speed or attention, just the sound of the engine, the smell of old gasoline, and the light feel of the steering wheel. It was like speaking to a Porsche in a language only true enthusiasts understand. This 911, is proof that perfection doesn't need to be rushed. It's just honest, simple, and among the hundreds of other Porsches he owned. 1973 Porsche 917/30 Can-Am Spyder, a legend from the golden age of Le Mans. The 1973 Porsche 917. This car wasn't just a Porsche. It was a symbol of courage, a machine born of a grand ambition to make Porsche world champions at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. With its lightweight fiberglass body and 4.9-liter flat 12 engine producing over 1,000 horsepower in its racing version, the Porsche 917 was a nearly untamable beast. Many racers of the time called it fearsome but perfect. When Seinfeld first saw a 917, he didn't see just another race car. He saw human courage, the desire to transcend the limits of reason and fear. And as always, his love for Porsches wasn't about power. but about the story behind each machine. He eventually acquired a 1973 Porsche 917 in its original configuration, a car that is incredibly rare and nearly impossible to find. For him, owning a 917 isn't about pride, but about honoring history. The car is a testament to it. Number 5, 1986, Porsche 959. When the Porsche 959 first appeared in the mid-1980s, the automotive world was stunned. This car was born not from a desire to show off, but from an obsession with engineering perfection. Designed to dominate the Paris-Dakar rally and be the most advanced supercar on the road. Last, number 6, 2000 Porsche Carrera GT Prototype. Jerry Seinfeld, a collector who loves stories more than specs, was immediately captivated. For him, owning a Carrera GT Prototype was like owning an unpublished piece of history, an original manuscript before the world read it. "This isn't a mass-produced car," he said. "This is an idea in metal." When he first started the car in his garage, the gruff V10 sound echoed through the enclosed space. It wasn't refined. It wasn't filtered. Seinfeld simply smiled and said, "This is what it feels like when a Porsche dreams." The Carrera GT Prototype had a slightly different look than the 2004 production version, simpler without much polish. But for Seinfeld, that's precisely where the charm lies. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Celebrity Garage.